what to do.
So are you tired of trying to doing it all on your own?
Good morning, Kern Golden Girls.
Kern Golden Girls, realize how simple and stress-free insurance can be with the KGG.
Call the Kern Golden Girls, your local connection.
The Kern Golden Girls are your local connection to maximize your Medicare benefits. Listen to a satisfied client.
My experience with the Kern Golden Girls has been life-changing. I had so many unanswered questions about my Medicare Advantage plan. They took the time to talk to me personally, one-on-one, in their office at my convenience. I highly recommend their services.
If you are 64 and a half or older, call your Medicare local connection, the Kern Golden Girls.
Do you ever get the feeling that some Medicare brokers don't know what they're doing?
I certainly do. And I might have been born at night, but it wasn't last night. Call the Kern Golden Girls, your local connection. What do you do when you're frustrated with your Medicare broker, your advisor?
I dumped their body over in Shirley Meadows. Oh, did I say that on camera? Oh, shoot. I got a really big car with a big trunk, so I just throw them in there.
My, you didn't hear that here. They could have saved themselves a lot of trouble by just calling us, the Kern Golden Girls.
Vonda
and Patty,
your local connection. Is your broker not taking care of you and your Medicare needs?
They don't answer your calls. They're skiing. They're in Cabo San Lucas. Call the Kern Golden Girls.
Vonda
and Patty,
your local connection.
When you have a problem and you need help, you can physically go to an office and talk to your broker. That's always nice to have someone there to hold your hand and answer your questions.
I agree. I think the local broker is really important. A lot of us that have been in the industry, we know those providers personally. We know people at the hospitals, your radiology. They were usually able to help you with those authorizations or maybe claims process, whereas your person in Texas or New York has no idea how to handle those things. And those are usually important after you've enrolled in that plan. So if you need a local broker you can trust,
call Patty
and Vonda
at the Kern Golden Girls,
your local connection.
I started in Medicare in 2007. I was a captive agent for 5 years with United Healthcare. That means I only sold for one company. At that time, they let their entire inside staff for the United States go. And I went into the cold, cruel world as an independent agent. And since then have been independent, and I just love what I do. So if you need help understanding Medicare, or even sometimes just understanding Kern County, give us a call at the Kern Golden Girls. I'm Patty.
I'm Vonda Perales with the Kern Golden Girls. I am an insurance advisor here locally in Kern County. I mainly serve our senior population. I specialize in Medicare. I've been licensed since 2017, but actually my whole career I've been in the medical field. When I knew that I was going to have to transition to another career, my experience in the medical field actually tied in perfectly being an insurance advisor. I got licensed back in 2017. I've been selling different lines of insurance ever since. I actually was in an orthopedic setting, surgical practice, and I managed several different orthopedic practices. I enjoy helping people with their medical care. Since I've been in the medical field so long, it just comes naturally to me. And I also really like helping my seniors take advantage of all of the different aspects in their coverage. A lot of people don't understand the different extra benefits that they get. So I like teaching those different things that they're going to get, and that usually helps them out, which makes my day. I am a Baco native, born and raised here, lived in Mettler, Arvin, Lamont, and finally got to the big town of Bakersfield where I live now. So I did have one client recently that was probably very challenging, and I was really happy on the outcome. She was new to Medicare, had just retired, where she had a little bit more freedom with her insurance, and came into Medicare where things were a little more restrictive for her. And with a possible diagnosis of cancer, we struggled together trying to get her the correct authorization, the right providers. And fortunately, after a lot of work on her part, my part, and her primary care doctor, we were able to get her to a specialist. not within Kern County, but outside of our area. And fortunately, after a hard fight, we were able to get results that she was cancer-free. So that was probably my most memorable client in the past years.
I don't know what to do.
So are you tired of trying to doing it all on your own?
Good morning, Kern Golden Girls.
Kern Golden Girls realize how simple and stress-free insurance can be with the KGG.
Call the Kern Golden Girls, your local connection.
The Kern Golden Girls are your local connection to maximize your Medicare benefits. Listen to a satisfied client.
Working with Vonda has been such a pleasure. She's not just an agent, but she's always there. She's very friendly. She answers all my questions. She's there when I need. I highly recommend anyone in the community to call Vonda, and she will help you with all your Medicare needs.
If you are 64 and a half or older, call your Medicare local connection, the Kern Golden Girls.
When do you apply for Medicare? When you're turning 65, if you're permanently disabled, just moved into the area, call me, Patty, at the Kern Golden Girls, your local connection.
Do all your friends talk to you about those penalties you're going to get from Medicare because you didn't sign up on time? Trust me, there are many different ways that you could incur that penalty that is governed by Medicare. But as your local connection here with the Kern Golden Girls, we'd be happy to sit down, make sure you don't incur any of those penalties, and help you have a happy Medicare life. Give me a call. Vonda with the Kern Golden Girls, your local connection. So what is a Medigap? Medigap and Medicare supplement are basically the same thing, just two different names. Your Medigap's only job is to cover that 20% that Medicare does not cover. Medigaps do get expensive over time because as you age, they are going to increase in price. Medigaps do not cover any of your prescription drug plan. But why would you try to understand what a Medigap is without an agent like me? Give me a call. Vonda with the Kern Golden Girls, your local connection. So what is MAPD? MAPD is a Medicare Advantage prescription drug plan. Medicare Advantage prescription drug plans is basically an HMO. MAPDs are usually an HMO-based type of plan. They are consisting of a network of doctors, and those doctors must be in your network in order to access your care. But why go through all that headache trying to understand what an MAPD is? Give me a call. I'm Vonda at the Kern Golden Girls, your local connection.
I was losing my group insurance and I had been to my doctor's office. They happened to have a flyer for Vonda, so I went home and I called her. She picked up immediately. Next day or 2 days later, she was at my house explaining all the different programs that were available to me. Signed me up that day, and I've been very happy with her ever since, for 2 years now.
Give me a call. Vonda with the Kern Golden Girls, your local connection.
If you're turning 65, if you're on permanent disability, if you're ready to enroll in Medicare, there's a 5-step process. Number 1, apply. Number 2, review your options. Number 3, contact your local agent. Number 4, enroll. Number 5, ask any questions you might have. If you want to make this simple, you can skip all 5. Call me, Patty, at the Kern Golden Girls, your local connection.
Hey, so I know you've heard me talk about MAPD and a Medigap, but let me give you a little bit of comparison of the two. Your MAPD, Medicare Advantage Prescription Drug Plan, is an HMO type-based plan. Your Medigap only covers the 20% that original Medicare does not cover. MAPD typically has no cost to it. It is less expensive and offers much more benefits than original Medicare and your Medigap. But instead of trying to figure these things out, we're here as your local connection, the Kern Golden Girls.
I've been working with Patty about a year and a half to 2 years. My husband was at that time receiving Medicare Part A. Some of the frustrations that we were having prior I was trying to write down all the information I was getting from each representative, and it just got to be real overwhelming. They wouldn't want to speak to myself. They wanted strictly to speak to just my husband. But I felt like we needed somebody that would speak to both of us in case there was an emergency that came up. Working with Patty has been very wonderful. I can call her about anything. I feel very much at ease and have a peace of mind with all the information that Patty has given us. I would definitely recommend Patty, and I have referred her to a couple different people already.
Call the Kern Golden Girls.
Vonda,
And Patty.
your local connection.
Hi, have you ever had an issue with your medication, a doctor, a provider when it comes to Medicare? These are called appeals and grievances. You can file an appeal and grievance directly with your carrier. That would be the insurance company that you use, with Medicare or the Social Security office. If you have any questions, you're welcome to contact us here at the Kern Golden Girls, your local connection.